Hey, welcome to the Reddit time. I hope you are having a good day, and let's hop into this thread. People who are 40 plus and happy with their life. What is your advice to people in their 20s? I'm 40 years old and I have 3 pieces of advice for anyone in their 20s. The first, accept that perfection doesn't exist. Your relationships will have problems, your car will break down, someone else will anyways have a better phone, a newer car or a bigger house than you, no matter where on the social ladder you stand. Constantly chasing perfection will keep you permanently stressed. That doesn't mean you should not try to better your life, just know that if you expect perfection, you will never be satisfied. The second, pay attention to your diet and health. I have been working out at least 4 times per week since my mid-20s. I am fitter, healthier and look younger than almost everyone else my age. The third, don't stop doing the things you love. Even though I have a wife, kids, job, etc., I still make time to play video games, draw, write stories, read comics, play basketball, listen to music, etc. There is no reason to become a miserable old bastard. You sound like an awesome person. I'm only 19, but I'm sticking to these 3 for sure. Relax more, don't get angry over little things. This, relax and don't get overly angry. While others talk about material things or experiences, the real lesson is to accept that things won't always go the way you want them to, and that's okay. Didn't marry a perfect spouse? That person doesn't exist. Align expectations to reality and appreciate those who love you for who you are. Or find new people. Didn't buy the perfect car? Oh well, it still gets you where you're going. Define the criteria for the next one and work towards it. Didn't get the perfect house? Probably not, but it's yours and you can fix it. Didn't get that promotion? Don't be so sure it would have worked out the way you think it would have. Vacation wasn't perfect? Are you sure about that? Or were your expectations too high? Point is, relax, enjoy the ride, work to your goals, but remember none of it matters if you can't enjoy it along the way. I've had the build-up of anxiety for a while and this actually calmed me down a bit, thanks. I'm 40, this is my input. The first, everyone is focused on themselves to care too much about their opinion of you, so fuck what they think. The second, social media is only an illusion. The third, zero debt is an amazing feeling. Think twice before dropping that down payment on that fully loaded 2020 Dream Mobile that offers nothing but looks and depreciates value quickly. The fourth, falling out of love is perhaps more powerful than falling in love. The fifth, use up all of your vacation time or sick time at work. The sixth, don't lose sight of the hobbies you enjoyed as a child. They will help you live as you grow older. The seventh, family is not necessarily blood, but instead who you would bleed for. The eighth, there are just as much benefits to being a night owl as there are to being an early bird. The ninth, forgive yourself first before forgiving others. The 10th, do not be a doormat in submission, but hold the door open in kindness. 8a, do not do boss. Yeah, no doubt. In fact, if you do boss, you're doing neither because you're always tired at both ends of the day and none of the time is quality. Don't fall for the trap that your life needs to be one long narrative that you should be building. Life is best when it's a bunch of happy moments that just happen to be connected. Don't try to make your life into a novel, make it a book of poems. I needed this, thank you. I always compare my life to a movie and it stresses the hell out of me because reality is never like it. But I get this is life after all. It's never too late to start again. All in my 20s I thought I couldn't just restart my career or dump a useless boyfriend or go back to school because I was already on a certain trajectory. Made my choices, now I gotta make the best of it. That's total bullshit. You have no idea how incredibly young you are and how much time you have to do whatever you want to do. When I figured this out, I found the man of my dreams, had a kid in my late 30s, dropped my entire career in my late 40s and started a new one at 50, and it's awesome. And if you are sad or upset or frustrated with life, that's okay too. You have time and it will pass. You have no idea what comes next and you have so much time to explore. I'm still figuring things out. Get a regular exercise routine going and stick to it like your quality of life depends on it, because it does. I exercised a lot in my early 20s, then stopped. After having a kid while in my mid-30s, I'm trying to get back into shape and doing a lot of weightlifting. I can't believe I stopped for so many years. Find an exercise you like. I hated treadmills and bikes, but love my rowing machine because I can watch TV. I didn't really like home gyms, but I'm enjoying doing an entire routine with a barbell. It is way easier to keep up exercising if you find something you enjoy, or at least don't hate. I also used a one-on-one trainer until quarantine started, who pushed me and kept me motivated. Expensive, but it was totally worth it for me. Don't put yourself in ridiculous amounts of debt trying to portray a certain image. You'll spend your entire life trying to get out of the hole you dug, or you'll have to declare bankruptcy. Set aside enough money to cover 3-6 months of expenses for emergencies just like now. Moreover, save now for your retirement years. It doesn't require much, and if you have it taken directly from your paycheck, you won't be inclined to not pay yourself first. Take care of your body. Exercise to maintain a healthy weight and good cardiovascular health. As you get older, it's much harder to maintain this. Enjoy the days of your youth without going overboard. There is nothing wrong with having a good time, yet if you are always waking up wondering what happened last night, why you can't remember how you spent so much money, or you always have a hangover, you should tone it down a bit. Don't take advice or criticism as a personal attack. Most times the people who care about you have observed behavior in you which is off-putting, doesn't reflect who you really are or could be, or would make you a more rounded person. This a million times over. Once you get over the need to impress others, it's not only freeing financially, it's so freeing emotionally as well. Live life for you. People aren't nearly as concerned with what you have and what you do as you think they are. I was a raging alcoholic in my 20s and thought I would never recover from it. I never found a real job using my first degree or my master's. Part of it was because I was always drunk, part of it was the job market at the time. I went back to school in my 30s and found something I like a whole lot more. Now I'm married, nearly 10 years sober, and have a great job. My point is, if you end up on the wrong path or don't like where you are, there is always time to turn around and change it. Too many people just assume they're stuck where they are and stuck with the issues they have. I'm not sure who said it, but once I read this online. Don't cling to a mistake just because you spent a lot of time making it. And I think about it all the time, kind of relates to what you said. Take care of your teeth. This is the only set you're ever going to have, and you don't want to neglect them and make them up like I did. I've got crap tons of fillings which don't last forever and need replacement. A filling isn't as good as the real thing, and filled teeth can break, requiring crowns. I have 2 and it sucks. Brush and floss thoroughly every single day without exception. Hell, get an electric toothbrush. See the dentist regularly. Ditch the sugary drinks. Everything you get becomes something you have. Learn how to be happy having things instead of getting them. This is true. I bought a very big piece of exercise equipment, 6-post power rack, and I just sold it even though I loved the thing. I sold it because I realized I was paying rent on it that far exceeded the cost of just selling it and buying it back later when I could actually afford to keep it. It was becoming a burden and restricting my options in life, and I wanted the flexibility back. While I had it, I was paying to store it and move it when traveling, paying increased rent to put it in my garage, etc. In a way, everything you own ends up owning you. Make sure it is all meaningful and worth keeping around. The more you own, the more you owned. It's not a race. Stop comparing yourself to others. Just because they did things sooner than you doesn't mean they are happier or better. Try to start good habits. It's a little rough at first, but in a few years it will be second nature. Do this with things like cooking, cleaning, saving money and self-care. It is okay to not like someone. It is also okay to have someone not like you. People are going to not like you for no reason. That is okay. It's a them issue, not a you issue. Don't be an ass to everyone and give them reason to dislike you, but also know that you are under no obligation to put up with someone else's bad friendship. There is no shame in seeing a mental health professional. When I was 22, an older gentleman asked me how old I was and then told me, "Chet, when you are twice that age, you'll be twice the man you are today." I almost considered it slightly in that moment, but time has proven him wise. Here I am, twice that age, and in my humble estimation, twice the man than I was then. I believe this chiefly because I have learned that kindness is not a weakness, humility serves you better than pride, and cruelty is a fool's game. Also exercise so you are not also physically twice the man you were. I'm 46 and here's what I know. Money is important, but it's not the end all be all. It will not listen to your problems or hug you when you need it. Watch your weight, your blood pressure, and do not smoke. 75% of my patients that have the most serious diagnosis have at least one of these factors. Comparison will rob you of joy. Be happy for others, but don't feel you need to be like them. Let go of the little things, stress will kill you. Chase your dreams. Life goes by so fast. You don't want to be 80 years old and regretting not traveling, pursuing your passion, etc. You cannot change someone, whether a friend or a partner. Their faults will not get better and you cannot rescue them. Don't waste your life on toxic people. Make a point of performing kind acts for others. It will greatly enrich your life. Now, go get your life. Thank you for watching this video. I appreciate you sharing your valuable time with me today. I'm also in my 20s and these pieces of advice really motivated me and even maybe calmed me down in some kind. You can write in the comments down below which piece of advice made you think about your life, maybe realize something. Also give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and see you in the next video.